sketch this graph. Then state the domain and range. So step number 1. The steps, in fact, because we graphed in section 2.3, I hate to disappoint you, but you don't have to learn anything new in 2.4. 2.4 is just more graphs, more situations that you could run into, some small details of, oh, this is a new kind of graph, but everything else is the same. So, what's our step 1? We always factored. Can you factor the top? Yes. X minus 1, x minus 4, over 1 minus x. So what is the new thing that they're introducing us here? First of all, step number 2, our non-permissible value, x can't equal 1. The thing that they're introducing to us here is the fact, and you've seen this before, but we'll add a note off to the side. Do you know that 1 minus x is the same, if you factored out a negative, as negative x minus 1? Why is that important? Well, if I write 1 minus x instead as negative x minus 1, what happens to that factor now? Now, that factor will simplify. If it simplifies, write out your new equation. X minus 4, what would be left on the bottom? A negative 1. That negative 1 is like having a negative out front, so this is the same as negative x plus 4. We have a new equation. What does that mean for our non-permissible value? Since it canceled out, it means that we have a hole. That hole is at the non-permissible value of 1, and when trying to find out what the y-coordinate is, you plug in x into your new equation. Our new equation is negative x plus 4. Can you see if you plug in 1, you will get positive 3. So we have a hole at 1, comma 3. Okay? Now, when you get to step 3, everything you do from now on is based on your new equation. So your new equation is y equals negative x plus 4. So if you were asked to graph y equals negative x plus 4, what kind of graph is that? It's a line. Do you need step 3? No. Step 3 is now taken out because you know that your new graph is a line. You can go and graph it immediately. So the number one mistake that students make here is they think they have to do an oblique asymptote because the degree is bigger in your numerator than it is in your denominator. They do the synthetic division, and all of that work is wrong because it's simplified. We graph our new equation. And since our new equation is a line, lines are easy to graph. We know we have a y-intercept of 4. We have a slope of negative 1, down 1, over 1. You can still find your x-intercepts and y-intercepts. So your y-intercept is 4. Your x-intercept, when y is equal to 0, also happens to be 4. So we've got 0, 4 and 4, 0. If I hadn't labeled those points, I would lose a mark for not including a scale in my graph. Then I have to go, oh shoot, I forgot the hole. This is going to be the same thing that happens to you. You're going to have to pull out your eraser. And draw an open circle and label your hole as well. That's going to happen lots of times. You're going to get into graphing things. You're going to graph and then go, oh, I forgot to label my hole. So you have to go back and erase that point, add a circle, and label it in there. Okay, so try question 3. and we'll look at the rest of the questions from this after lunch.